Alright, e-commerce people, it's February 10th, 4 days until Valentine's Day, and there's still plenty to do to make sure we get as much market share as possible. This week on this week's game plan, we're going to take you through everything you need to do to make sure that you're utilizing Google and Facebook retargeting in a way to get as much Valentine's Day campaigning done, and also making sure that you are switching over to spring campaigns immediately thereafter. We're going all through the duopoly here today, so that's all ahead on this week's game plan. Hello and welcome once again to this week's game plan, your weekly look into all the details you need to scale your e-commerce business online, week by week, channel by channel. Obviously this week we have Valentine's Day, which means V-Day is D-Day, as we say here in the e-commerce business, or at least we did back when I sold flowers for a living. Moving on though, everything comes down to your Google and Facebook retargeting and making sure that your campaigns are lined up to capture all this last minute intent, because unlike Christmas, Valentine's Day has a lot more last-minute shoppers going into it. So let's talk about everything you need to do to make sure you're acquiring last-minute folks, as well as retargeting them within the Google platform. And we'll be going through all of that with Gustav Dahl, Director of Paid Search here at Mute6.
Yeah, so in terms of like the days leading up to Valentine's Day, what we see working pretty well is adding keywords, more top-of-funnel keywords related to gifting. So Valentine's Day gift, best Valentine's Day gift, and bidding on those keywords and making sure your ad appears first. Make sure that you're really hitting those high intent search queries. On the display and YouTube networks, expanding into audiences related to Valentine's Day, such as people in a relationship, people in the market for Valentine's Day gifts and decor. You can create custom intent audiences for people who are searching for Valentine's Day gifts. Expanding your acquisition efforts like that tends to drive performance as well.
And while the Google platform is robust and diverse enough that you can get away with acquisition spend on some Google products during this time, for the most part, you're going to be doing retargeting within your Facebook stack. And while you're focusing on that retargeting, it's extremely important to also ensure that you're transitioning your audiences out of Valentine's Day mode and into spring sale mode, because post-Valentine's Day, we finally see consumer behavior start picking up back to normal levels after the winter lull. And to take us through all of that, we're going to talk to Caroline Spence, VP of Paid Social here at Mute6.
So right now we're 4 days out from Valentine's Day. So the people who you really need to target, whether it's in acquisition or remarketing or retention, and I would say focus on all three areas of the funnel. I think you need to go after your last minute purchases. Definitely try targeting men more heavily during this time. They do tend to be more last minute. Also younger age groups tend to be more last minute, I found. So I would start skewing a little bit more in each area of the funnel towards those groups. And also think about, I mean, if your shipping cutoff has already passed and there's no, 2-day shipping options for you anymore, I would say look to what you can offer in terms of gift cards, or if you're a service industry and you can send them something to their inbox, then perfect, you needn't worry about that shipping cutoff. But for a lot of people, it may have passed, so you are going to want to think about gift cards and other products that maybe have a last minute or even post Valentine's Day message that will work.
And that's essentially it. For Valentine's Day, you really just want to focus on the duopoly. If you really want to get some more insight on how your retention channels can help get a little extra revenue during these last few moments, go back to our episodes about Black Friday and Cyber Monday, where we really dived into what you need to do in email and SMS with Drew Edel, our head of retention marketing here at Mute6. Otherwise, stick to the plan inside your duopoly, and that's been this week's game plan. Thank you so much. Thanks for sticking around for our end screen here. Please, as always, like, comment, share, subscribe, all of the YouTube things. Make sure you also check us out at mute6.com/live and get on our email list so we can hit you up with other kinds of content. Maybe check out our podcast as well. And as always, we like to leave you with peace, love, and ROI.